Hi guys, Matt Rhodes here, and we've just finished day 2 of World's Strongest Man 2023. That means the group stages are over, and of the 30 athletes that went there, 20 are now on their way home. Just a reminder, tomorrow I've got a legendary strongman guest and we're going to analyse everything going on for the final. Tomorrow's a rest day, so it's a great day to look at what's coming. So there are a lot of twists and turns today, so let's have a look at what happened and who has made the final of World's Strongest Man 2023. Just do me one favour guys, hit like on this video, it costs you nothing and really supports the channel. So the first event on day 2 was the Conan's Wheel. Pavlo Kordiaka unsurprisingly winning in Group 1 after setting a record at Europe's Strongest Man. In second place, Parolaya. In third place, Bobby Thompson. In fourth place, Konstantin Janashia. Fifth place, Eddie Williams. And in last place, Tom Stoltman. Really no surprises that Pavlo Kordiaka won this event. We just saw how well he did at Europe's Strongest Man. He was the favourite and he didn't let anyone down. The huge shock is Tom Stoltman, one of the favourites to win World's Strongest Man, last place in this event. Which puts a lot of pressure of him with one more event just to go. Bobby Thompson is doing what he's done all the way through. He's doing enough. He came in third place and keeps building the points. All that means with just one event to go in the group stage, Pavlo Kordiaka has a very small lead over Bobby Thompson and Tom Stoltman quite a way back in third place. But of course, neither Pavlo or Bobby are going to want to face Tom in a stone off, so both will be desperate to secure that first place. In Group 2, of course, Oleksii Novikov wins again. In second place, Gavin Bilton. Third place, Luke Stoltman. Fourth place, Christian Haraldson. Fifth place, Fadiel Marcy. And sixth place, Tom Evans. So another upset in this. Tom Evans, who's been doing so well, coming dead last in the group. Just with one event to go, this wasn't the time to drop so many points. His main rival for the second and third spot, Luke Stoltman, picking up 3 points on him here, whilst Oleksii Novikov, business as usual, more wins, more points on the board. So Oleksii's looking like he's going to go through. But while all that's been going on, Gavin Bilton has been quietly creeping up and he's now just 1 point off of third place. So there's now 3 guys in contention for the second and third spots for the stone off. Lots to look forward to in the next event for this group. In Group 3, 4 events, 4 wins for Mitchell Hooper. In second place, Matt Ragg. In third place, Ivor Smokstelis. In fourth place, Mateusz Kiliskowski. Fifth place, Spencer Remick. And in last place, Graham Hicks. So Mitchell Hooper's run away with this group. He's going to win it for sure. Mateusz Kiliskowski, I said it yesterday, he's not in good condition. He has some problems with his knees. He'll be back later in the year. Matt Ragg continues his great form, but he's pretty much secured himself second or third position, so he's definitely going to be going to the stone off. And Ivor Smokstelis very likely to join him there unless he makes a big mistake in the last event. In Group 4, another unbelievable performance for the newcomer Jacko Schoenwinkel, winning the event. In second place, Kevin Fares. In third place, Rauno Heinler. Fourth place, Gabriel Rehum. Fifth place, Brian Shaw. And in sixth place, Adam Bishop. So really the big talking point there, of course, is Brian Shaw, the drive for 5. He had a reasonable day yesterday, but a disastrous result for him there in the first event today. He's still in this, but he'd be disappointed. He seemed to really struggle with the Conan's Wheel. Jacko Schoenwinkel's so impressive. He's in the lead with just one event to go, but he's got Brian and Rauno Heinler hot on his tail. Rauno was once again solid, 4 points in this, and he's a huge danger. Brian Shaw was so used to him winning the group, but he may well have to go into the stone-offs now. We're going to see what happens in the Kettlebell toss, which of course is a great event for Brian, but he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to win the group. So the fifth and final group, in first place was Ithor Melstead, in second place Evan Singleton, third place Trey Mitchell, fourth Paul Smith, fifth Mark Felix, and sixth Coco. So Ithor Melstead, the man who often gets overlooked, winning that and pretty much secured himself a definite second or third position in this group, so he will go to the stone off. Evan Singleton picking up 1 point on Trey Mitchell there, meaning overall he's just half a point ahead. Of course, both Evan and Trey desperate to win this outright and not lose energy at the stone off or even possibly go out of the competition. So huge pressure on both those guys in the next event. The stone off is so taxing that to win the group is a huge advantage for all the guys that can just go straight through and rest. So look out for the winners of the group as the guys that you can expect to be favourites in the final. So the fifth and final event, the kettlebell toss. Now don't read too much into this because the guys that have already got enough points are going to conserve energy, as are guys that are already secure a second or third spot to save energy for the stone off. So don't read too much into the results here. So I'll race through these for you now so you know who won each group and is in the final, and then we'll get straight to the stone off results to see who got that crucial second spot and also advances to the final. So Pavlo Kordiaka winning the kettlebell toss in Group 1. In second place, Konstantin Janashiev. Third, Tom Stoltman. Fourth, Paralaya. Fifth, Bobby Thompson. And sixth, Eddie Williams. That means Pavlo wins a very tough group in style. And Tom Stoltman and Bobby Thompson have to face off against each other in the stone off. Of course, Tom a huge favourite there, but Bobby at the very least I'm sure will make him work incredibly hard, which if Tom does get through could really affect his chances in the final. In Group 2, a great performance from Gavin Bilton winning that. In second place, Luke Stoltman. Third place, Christian Haraldson. Fourth place, Tom Evans. Fifth place, Masri. And sixth place, Oleksii Novikov. Now Novikov just doing what he had to do there, so don't take too much notice of that. He cruises to the final. Tom Evans, very unfortunate just to miss out after a great showing at World's Strongest Man, and he'll be back. So it's Luke Stoltman versus Gav Bilton. I think Gav can do this. In Group 3, Mateusz Kieliszkowski wins, the only man to get all 7 kettlebells over. He finishes in style and he'll be back later this year. Behind him, Mitchell Hooper, then Matt Ragg, then Ivor Smokstalis, then Remick, then Hicks. So Mitchell Hooper cruises through to the final, conserving lots of energy. Matt Ragg, the newcomer, against Ivor Smokstalis, the man with all the experience. This is going to be a brutal stone off. Whoever gets through out of those two guys, I imagine, is going to be very tired. In Group 4, Brian Shaw did eventually get the 7th kettlebell over, so him and Mateusz, the only two guys to do that. In second place was Adam Bishop. Third place, Schoen Winkle. Fourth place, Kevin Fairs. Fifth place, Rauno Heinler, and sixth place, Gabriel Rehum. That all means a huge shock here. Jacko Schoenwinkel goes through to the final. A massive win for him. And Brian Shaw doesn't win his group. He has to face Rauno Heinler in the stone off. Rauno, excellent at the stones. This is going to be brutal. Can the unthinkable happen and Brian Shaw not even make it to a World's Strongest Man final? And in Group 5, Trey Mitchell wins the kettlebell toss. He also gets 7 over, so he then wins the group. In second place, Ithor Melstead. Third, Evan Singleton. Fourth, Mark Felix. Fifth, Coco. And sixth, Paul Smith. So Trey Mitchell, fantastic performance, and he advances. Ithor versus Evan in the stone off. Right, so now you know the winners, and the guys in second and third place have just about 1 hour before they face each other in the dreaded stone off. They have to continuously pass the stone over the bar to each other until somebody can no longer do it or they run out of the allocated time. A brutal event. Now it's imperative to win this, of course, but it's also trying to avoid becoming too fatigued. So the guys that have to go back and forward so many times are at a big disadvantage going into the final because they will be so fatigued. We've got the likes of Brian Shaw and Tom Stoltman in this, two of the favourites to win World's Strongest Man, two former winners themselves, Tom the reigning champion, so we could have some shock exits at this point. So let's see how the stone off went. So in Group 1, it turned out to be the least amount of stones over the bar as Tom Stoltman, the heavy favourite, defeated Bobby Thompson. So Pavlo Kordiaka and Tom Stoltman go through to World's Strongest Man 2023 final. In Group 2, Luke Stoltman and Gavin Bilton had a really tough battle. Luke eventually coming out on top, and that means he joins his brother alongside the group winner Oleksii Novikov in the World's Strongest Man final. In Group 3, Matt Ragg, the newcomer, defeats Ivor Smokstelis. Ivor's great at stones, but Matt Ragg was able to defeat him. Great first appearance from Matt Ragg, and he'll be hoping to make waves in the final. Of course, Mitchell Hooper already qualified by dominating Group 3. In group number 4, the most brutal battle of the lot, it was Brian Shaw against Rauno Heinler, both excellent on Atlas stones, and it was an epic battle with Brian Shaw finally defeating Rauno. Brian didn't actually look too tired considering what a battle it was, so that's testament to him, and he goes through to the final along with Jacko Schoenwinkel, who already had qualified. So the drive for 5 is still on for Brian Shaw. And in group number 5, Evan Singleton was able to defeat Ithor Melsted. Great showing from Ithor. He's just missed out on the final, but he'll be back. And Evan Singleton advances with group winner and one of the favourites, Trey Mitchell. So there you have it, guys. A pretty incredible day 2 of World's Strongest Man. We now know our 10 finalists. Make sure you let me know in the comments below what you thought of that stone off and who you think's going to win the final. Tomorrow I'll be back with a Legend of Strongman where we analyse the World's Strongest Man final. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.